The PBA semifinals over Solar TV, and for our basketball fans, this is a treat for you. The PBA finals is going to Victoria City in Bacolod on January 22. You can now buy your tickets at the Victoria City Hall, and what a treat really for our fans out of town.
Yeah, what a boy, that's gotta be nice having the PBA finals come right into your city. So yeah, enjoy that.
Time now for our Phoenix moment. Coach Jong with Chico. What's he trying to say here? He wants to come in the game? Sub.
Yeah. He's saying, put me in. Wait, I'm the coach. I'll put myself in.
Second quarter action here with 2:31 to play. Washington. Outside to Siegel. Taking it strong against Wilson, and Danny Siegel will not be denied.
That's just a really tough finish. You know, Siegel, his whole career, was always strong to the right, strong to the right, strong to the right. The scouting reports as he came into the league was take away his right. Well, that time he went left and just used the elevation he's still got in his legs. Not as young as they used to be, but to go up and shoot over Willie Wilson and draw the foul on his shooting arm.
Well, he's got about I'd say about 4 to 5 inches over 4 inches maybe over Wilson. So tough matchup actually for Willie Wilson.
Yeah, well, which San Miguel player on the floor is not a tough matchup for most players?
Elderbrand.
Yeah, ref right on top of that one. He definitely shuffled his feet and traveled.
Actually, they call an offensive foul on that play.
Oh, did they? Okay.
On Wilson, yes.
Moving
Wilson.
screen.
But Elderbrand would have traveled, actually.
Yeah, saved him the turnover in the stat book.
You go back to Danny Siegel. They like that matchup. Siegel misses this time. Miller, stop and pop.
Never struggled a little bit for their offense. There's a little stretch here now where they haven't been able to see the ball go in the hole.
Well, the Beermen with a 5-point lead. Believe it or not, this is the biggest lead in the game. That's how close it's been. I'll make that 7 points now.
Another put back, more second chance points for San Miguel.
And the buzzer sounds a 30-second timeout called by the Kings. This timeout brought to you by Red Brake Fluid. Panatag ka sa biyahe mo.
Yeah, well, Ginebra, no doubt, going to have to talk about a couple things, probably in this 30-second timeout. Just getting a good, clear possession. Get a good offensive flow and get an easy shot at the basket here. They really need something. They struggled a little bit in this stretch. San Miguel's opened up a 7-point lead.
That's actually a big lead in terms of how close it has been here in the first half. Time now for another Phoenix play, or drive of the game. This one is coming from Washington.
Just a great move. Just a really nice move around Hatfield, and then took a little bit of contact and still finished.
JJ Elderbrand looking for something now. Mick tied up outside to Elderbrand with one on the shot clock.
Oh, Arwin Santos turned it right back over. He didn't need to do that. He got the rebound. He could have just outletted it, but threw it right to JJ Elderbrand.
Last minute is brought to you by Minute to Win It. Well, there was a bit of confusion because the shot clock was just expired. As you take a look at this one, the buzzer going off, and Arwin Santos just handing it to Elderbrand.
Passed it right directly to JJ. And you know what? If you're Ginebra, you'll take it. You struggled offensively. Yes. You can't score. However you can put points on the board right now, you're happy with that play.
Lead is cut to 5. Marcelas quarterback very well here for San Miguel Beard. They built this lead. with Olsen as the point guard on the floor. Now Arwin Santos bottled up. It ends up with Washington. Fingers pointing everywhere, and let's see. This one will go to the Kings.
Go back to Ginebra now. The chance to chip into this now 5-point lead that San Miguel has.
Now Helterbrand to make use of the clock. Yes.
Yeah, run it down, and San Miguel should be aware there's a 5-second differential. They'll still have time to push it up, or if they want to, call a 30-second timeout.
Here's Tubit, foiled.
What a block right there by Don Ontiveros. And Tubit definitely not happy, thinking he got fouled on that one.
He's asking for a foul. Let's see. Ball will stay with San Miguel. And you called it. There's still enough time for the Beermen to score in this possession.
A bunch of substitutions coming in, and yeah, Cabagno's probably going to check in here for Olsen so he can try to push the ball up and attack the basket right off of this side inbounds.
6 seconds are left on the clock.
San Miguel shooters are going to want to space the floor so Alex has a place to drive to the basket here in case they can get a kick out.
Here's Cabagnot. He's got to push it up. Foul given up by Helterbrand.
Smart foul. Ginebra still has one more to give. They need to make sure, though, they don't foul the catch-and-shoot shooter on this possession.
They go to Arwin.
That didn't have much of a chance.
Prayer of a shot thrown up. But as the buzzer sounds, after 2 quarters of play, the Beermen on top here, 48-43, and it has been an intense first half.
Yeah, we really had some good action, you know, and it was San Miguel's defense. They did a good job of stopping Ginebra's offense, particularly in that second quarter, holding them to 17 points that allowed them to get this 5-point lead.
Magoo is with Jay Wash.
7.7 rebounds ready for Jay Wash. Jay, is it easier this game coming off that tough game 3, or are you just readjusting to what the defense is giving you?
Nah, it's not easier. I mean, we just went back and watched game 3's tape and just readjusted to what they were trying to do to us. Defensively mainly. So,
as much as you've been lording it over the boards, you only are up by just a few points. What needs to change in the second half?
well, we just need to come out probably harder beginning of the third quarter, try and get a little padding on our lead, so that way going into the fourth quarter we have a little cushion when the calls start to come. So.
Thanks for your time and good luck the rest of the way. We got to take a short break. News Watch comes up, and then Coach Alex breaks it down together with Paolo when we return.
Back with us here at the halftime break inside the Big Dome. Our score 48-43. The Beermen with a 5-point advantage. Paolo Trillo alongside Coach Alex Compton. And what else can we say? Such an intense first half. Our fans really being treated to what a game 4.
Yeah, you know, both teams are loaded with lineups that have players who've played in these types of situations before, so everybody well aware what's on the line. You got veteran guys diving for the ball, making the extra effort. We got ourselves a good ball game.
Let's go through some highlights right now in the first 2 quarters of play. Starting out with Ronald Tubid. As you take a look at the Royals start, they shot so well from the field in the first quarter. Guys like Villanueva also getting into the scoring act. And then Thriller Miller hitting one from the perimeter to start out hot in that first quarter. And then you have San Miguel Beer asserting themselves, especially on the rebounding department. And we call that the extra barrel, getting a lot of second chance points. Again, you see Washington fighting for it. Earlier it was Arwin Santos. Danny Siegel also gets in the picture here. So what a huge advantage in terms of the rebounding statistic. And those are some of the highlights we have as we take a look at the comparative stats.
Yeah, as we look at the stats, you see Ginebra doing a good job getting to the free throw line, twice as many free throw attempts as San Miguel, but the rebounds is really the huge story why San Miguel's in this lead. They've almost doubled Ginebra in rebounds. Look at the offensive rebounds. They've got 15 offensive rebounds in the first half, 17 second chance points. Now, Ginebra's defense has done a good job. They've held the field goal percentage of San Miguel below 40%. That's good, but you got to finish the play. You get a stop when you get the ball. So giving up 15 offensive rebounds, 17 second chance points is the reason why San Miguel is in the lead by 5 points.
Take a look at the top scorers after 24 minutes of play. For the Kings, Villanueva, Tubid, and Miller are at the forefront in the offensive end. For the Beermen, Danny Siegel has come alive in double digits with 11, Capagnot with 8, and Washington with 7.
Yeah, really, both teams are going to probably have balanced scoring in a lot of games they play. They've got just so many different weapons. One guy's probably not going to erupt for 40 points for either of these teams, though they do have some guys who are capable of that. But moving the ball, trying to share the ball on offense, keep both teams.
Well, the Iron Man, Olsen Rosella, I call him the Iron Man because he has played in quite a number of games. And you look at our career games in PBA history. So these are the legends who have really made it through the wars here in the PBA. Look at Olsen Rosella right in that list with 917 big games.
Welcome to the starting 5 of the most games played. Kuya Olsen doing a great job, and what a tremendous career he's had. And you know, it's a testament also to his durability and toughness. It's not just that he's played 18 seasons. A lot of guys might play for a long time but have a lot of injuries and can't play on as many games due to their injuries. Olsen's been out there, just a true warrior, a real gentleman, and just a leader of this team.
He has been around helping out in the second quarter, especially when the Beermen built this lead 48-43. And I'm sure the coaches have had a word with their players and expect adjustments to be made in the third quarter. And let me ask you, Coach Alex, any factors you see will change the complexion of this game here come the third quarter?
Well, Coach Jong said it in his interview with Magu, box out. Box out. Kaya lang, they're doing a really good job. It's easier said than done because when you have to help on shooters or you have to help on the ball screen, there's going to be a big guy frequently rolling into position to rebounding position with nobody in front of him. So that would force a wing to drop down. And if you have one of the wings of Ginebra getting into a jumping contest with Arlen Santos, Jay Wash, even Danny Siegel, Dorian, I mean, that's a big front line over there for San Miguel. They've got to really be scrappy on the glass and keep them off the offensive glass.
Well, going into the halftime, in our interview with Washington, he talked about starting out even stronger here in the third quarter, and they want to build on this lead and take advantage of it. But here, Barangay Ginebra with the first possession. Tubid, 17-footer.
About 4 passes before Ginebra got a shot. Good ball movement, and Tubid just making the easy jump shot off the kick out.
Same starting lineup for the Beermen on the floor as in the first quarter, I should say. Same with the Barangay Ginebra Kings, and Tubid makes it back-to-back baskets.
Another pull-up for Ronald Tubid right away. Within 40 seconds, he's got 2 quick hoops.
And you can see that swagger in his hop. He's got it going here in the third quarter. Playing good defense on Salvacion, and then Sunday, this one will go over the backboard.
Well, those guys have guarded each other in practice before for Ginebra.
Very familiar with each other. Actually, a lot of the Beermen and the Kings are familiar. As we talk to Magu now. Magu, keep us updated on what happened at the half.
According to Assistant Coach G. Abanilla of the San Miguel Beermen, they need to be more active on the defensive end, especially stopping the fast break attack of Barangay Ginebra. They also need, of course, to match the intensity of Barangay Ginebra and build a bigger lead. Right now it stands at 1. And just be wary of the ability of Barangay Ginebra to come back from any kind of lead. So they just got to keep on working. For Coach Juno Sauler, they were concerned about giving up too many easy baskets, and they just need to finish defensive possessions so that they can box out off the offensive glass. Malo?
All right, Magu. Well, that you said it earlier also that the defense works, but then you keep giving the other team extra possessions, extra shots at the basket, and they're bound to score.
Oh. Jay Wash just really doing a good job today. I mean, that's a tough shot he scored right there. Going back now to what you were saying. Yeah, you fit